Stop everything you tear doing if you think someone might be into you because everything you thought you knew about attraction is wrong. Trust me, today though is going to change how you see the whole game of love and crushes. We diving deep into the 10 hidden signals that shout someone has got a crush on you, even if they are trying to play it cool. These signs are subtle, often missed, but incredibly powerful. Stick around because by the end of this video you may have the secret sauce to decode anyone as his and great, ready to uncover the truth behind their every move. Let us jump right in. Sign Merned, the look that lingers. Let us kick this off with one of the most undeniable signs: eye contact. But I am not talking about just any eye contact. When someone likes you, their gaze does something different. It does like their eyes light up eyes. Almost to see you, almost as if they are catching a glimpse of something magical. Their stare isn't just passing by, it does lingering, holding on to that moment just a little bit longer than necessary. They might try to play it off, look away quickly, but if you catch them staring, especially if it happens repeatedly there's definitely something more behind those eyes. Think about it, you at a party chatting with friends and you feel this presence. You glance up and there they are, looking at you like you dad. Deep in, person in the room. It does not just a glance it. It is a deep, soul-searching look that feels like they are trying to understand every little thing about you. And when their eyes meet yours, there is a spark, a connection that is almost tangible. If you dare noticing that someone's gaze keeps finding yours, like a moth to a flame, that is a pretty strong indication they are crushing on you. Sign Yamdu, the smile that want that quit. Next up, we dove got that smile. You know the one I am talking about, the kind that just won't go away when they are around you. But here is where it gets interesting. This smile isn't just polite or friendly, it is involuntary. It does like they cannot help themselves. Your presence triggers something inside them that makes their face light up. Even if they are trying to play it cool, that smile gives them away every single time. Imagine this, you walk into a room and they are deep in conversation with someone else. Then, out of nowhere, they see you and boom, that smile. It is almost like you flipped a switch. They might not even realize they're doing it, but that does what makes it so telling. It is not just a smiley, it is their body's natural reaction to seeing you, a little burst of joy that they cannot suppress. If you notice this happening consistently, especially when there's no obvious reason for it, you can bet they've got some serious feelings brewing. Signs Franza, the closer they get, the clearer it is. Now let us talk about personal space to be exact. When someone likes you, they'll find subtle ways to get closer, to be near you, even if they don't have a clear reason to do so. It does almost like they are drawn to you by some invisible force, and they just cannot resist. This might show up in the way they always seem to end up sitting next to you, or how they lean in when you dare talking, closing the gap between you two. Let us break it down. You dare at a casual hangout, and this person is constantly finding reasons to stand or sit closer to you. Maybe they pretend to be interested in something near you, or they make up excuses to touch your arm or shoulder. These aren't just random occurrences. It is all about being in your personal bubble because being close to you feels good to them. It is like they are subconsciously trying to close the distance between you both visiting. But it is not just about proximity. It is the subtle way they maneuver into your space, like they dare testing the waters, seeing how comfortable you are with them being near. If they are always within arm's reach, if they seem to gravitate toward you no matter where you are, take it as a sign that they are trying to Kazainis. Sign Kern, the Vol memory trick. Alright, this one is a game changer, how they remember everything you say. And I mean everything. When someone is into you, your words become gold. They'll latch onto the tiniest details, things that even you might forget. It is like they are mentally recording every conversation, every little thing you mention, and saving it for later. And when they bring it up seemingly out of nowhere, it is their way of showing you just how much they are paying attention. Picture this. You casually mention your favorite band in passing, or maybe you talk about a place you'd love to visit someday. Weeks later, they bring it up, maybe they even surprise you with something related to it. That is not just good memory. It is a sign that you are important to them, that they are holding on to pieces of you. When someone likes you, they'll make an effort to remember the things that matter to you, no matter how small or random they might seem. But here is where it gets even more interesting. They don't just remember what you say, they use it to connect with you. They might reference that movie you love or ask about something you mentioned in passing, just to keep the conversation going. This is their way of weaving you into their life, of showing you that they care about what you care about. If someone is consistently pulling details from past conversations, you're definitely on their mind. Sangam Gove, the compliments you didn't see coming. Let us move on to compliments because this is where things get real. We all love a good compliment, right? But when someone likes you, the compliments they give aren't that just surface level. They say go deeper. It's not just about saying you look good today, though that's always nice to hear. It is about them noticing the little things that make you unique, the qualities that set you apart from everyone else. For example, instead of just saying you're smart, they might say, and I love the way you think about things, or you're have such a unique perspective. It it's the kind of compliment that feels personal, like they are seeing the real you. They are not just admiring you, they're showing you that they appreciate you for who you are, quirks and all. These compliments often catch you off guard too. You are inner expecting them, which makes them even more impactful. It's like they have been paying attention to all the little things that make you eat, and now they're letting you know just how much they appreciate them. If someone's is consistently hitting you with these thoughtful, unexpected compliments, it is a major clue that they are crushing on you big time. Sign mirrors the mirror effect. This one is a psychological phenomenon that is super fascinating mirroring. When someone likes you, they start to mirror your body language, your gestures, even your tone of voice. It's totally subconscious, but it is their way of building rapport with you, of syncing up with your vibe. It like they're tuning into your frequency, trying to get on the same wavelength. Here is how you can spot it. You dare sitting together, talking, and you notice they are copying your movements. You take a sip of your drink and a moment later they do the same. You cross your legs and suddenly so do they. It might seem like a coincidence, but this is their brain, this way of saying, I am into you. I am on your team. It's team, but it is powerful. And it is not just about physical mirroring. They might start using the same phrases as you, laughing the way you do, or even adopting some of your quirks. It's all about creating a sense of connection, of belonging. When someone starts to mirror you, it is because they are trying to build a bond to feel closer to you. So if you notice this happening, you can be pretty sure they are feeling something more than just friendship. Sign Shucher, the sudden interest in your world. Now this one is a classic sign of attraction suddenly. They are into the same things you are. It is like your interests have become their new obsession. You love hiking. Suddenly they are all about nature walks. You dare into a specific genre of music. They are now your concert buddy. But here that's the key, it is not just about sharing these interests, it is about genuinely wanting to understand your world, to get closer to you through the things you love. Think about it, if they weren't into something before, but now they are all ears when you talk about it, that is a huge sign. They are not just pretending to be interested, they are making an effort to step into your world to see what makes you tick. It is about finding common ground, yes, but it is also about getting to know the real you. What this really telling is when they start to dive deep into your passions, they will ask questions, want to learn more, maybe even suggest doing things together that align with your hobbies. It is their way of saying, I want to be part of your life. I want to share these experiences with you. If someone is suddenly all about your interests, it is because they are all about you. Sign Cruce, the accidental touches. This one is all about touch those accidental brushes of the hand, those casual shoulder bumps, that extra long hug. When someone likes you, they'll find ways to touch you even if it is subtle. These touches might seem accidental, but trust me, they are not. They are testing the waters, seeing how you react, gagging whether there's a spark. Here is the thing about touch. It is a powerful way to create a connection, even if it is just a brief moment. When they accidentally touch your arm or your hand, it is like they are sending out a signal, seeing if you are on the same page. It might be something as small as brushing lint off your shirt or giving you a high five that lingers a bit too long. These are the little touches that mean a lot more than they seem. But it is not just about the touch itself, it is about how they react afterward. Do they seem a little flustered, maybe even blush a bit? That is a clear sign that they are feeling something more. Physical touch is one of the most direct ways to communicate attraction, and if someone is finding excuses to touch you, even in the smallest ways, they are definitely interested. Sign Gunju, the adorable nervousness. Now, let us talk about nerves. When someone likes you, they often cannot hide their nervous energy. It does that cute, slightly awkward behavior that shows that they're trying really hard to impress you. Maybe they fidget with their clothes, stumble over their words, or get a little tongue-tied when you're around. It does like their brain is working overtime, trying to make sure they don't X up in front of you. Here is a scenario. You are hanging out, and you notice they are a little jittery playing with their hair, tapping their foot, maybe even stammering a bit. It is not because they are bored or distracted. It is because you make them nervous in the best way possible. They care about what you think, and that pressure is making them act a little goofy. But that is what makes it so endearing. This nervous energy isn't just about being flustered, it is about excitement. They're excited to be around you, to talk to you, and that excitement comes out as nerves. If you notice someone acting a little different, a little more awkward or shy when they are with you, it is a huge sign they guarantee you. Those nerves, they aid like an invisible thread, tying their emotions directly to you. Sign Jilsha, the constant communication. Finally, let us talk about communication. If they are constantly texting, calling, or deeming you for no apparent reason, that is a dead giveaway they are into you. But here that's the key at this, not about what they are saying, that it is about the fact that they are reaching out. Whether they are sharing a meme, asking a random question, or just checking in, the point is they want to talk to you. They want to keep that connection alive, to stay on your radar. Think about it, when someone is always popping up in your inbox, it is because you are on their mind. They're not just looking for a chat, they are looking to build a connection. It is not about the content of the conversation, it is about the frequency. They are weaving themselves into your daily life, making sure you don't forget about them. It is their way of saying, and Ty here, I am interested and I want to be a part of your world. But here there's the kicker, they are not just reaching out, they're responsive too. When you text back, they reply quickly, keeping the conversation flowing. It's like they are always available for you, always ready to engage. If someone is consistently making the effort to talk to you, even about the most random stuff, it is because they want to be close to you. And that, my friends, is one of the clearest signs they are crushing on you. Alright, now that you got the inside scoop on these 10 hidden signs, which one have you noticed the most? Have you been secretly crushing on someone, or has someone been giving you these subtle signals? Drop a comment below and share your experience. Let us get a conversation going. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss out on more juicy insights. Until next time, keep your eyes and your heart wide open.